Hi, my name is Keith. I know that I'm a 7 on the Enneagram because after reading about the Enneagram, I did an online assessment and scored highest as a 7 on the assessment. And as I began to read about the 7, it began to really resonate with me. I could see my life written there in black and white. As some people say, it felt like somebody was reading my mail and describing me back. So I could really resonate with the light side and the dark side or shadow side of all the things that were written there about the 7. I think one of the things that really keyed me in is I was watching an interview of someone who was also a 7, and someone asked them a question and they said, well, I can't answer that without telling you a story. And that really resonated because I'm the type of person that if you ask me what time it is, I tell you a story about a watchmaker that I just heard the other day. And so that's a little bit of how I know that I'm a 7. What I like about being a 7 is when you look at the characteristics of a 7, we're optimistic, fun, our energy is high, we're usually creative. I love brainstorming, I love new possibilities. And so part of it about being a 7 is fun for me, and I enjoy brainstorming, I love the creative side, and I enjoy just enjoying life. What's hard about being 7 is the constant possibilities that are playing in my head. It's sometimes hard to turn that off. So it's when it's time to choose one of those possibilities and focus down and get busy, my mind is still brainstorming. I'm still turning possibilities. My kids joke when we go on bike rides together that I don't ever want to stop because I want to go around just one more corner. What could be around the next corner? And so my curiosity continues to take me further into things that maybe it was time to stop. I'm still curious. I still want to go. The other thing that's hard about being a 7 is something that they call the monkey brain, or a brain that bounces. So once creative ideas start going, or just any type of thoughts, it's hard for me to stick to one thing. I can bounce, or I can get the monkey brain thing and start happening. And it's hard for me to refocus at that point. So what would I want others to know about me as a 7 is that my mind is usually working pretty fast all the time. It's one of those scenarios, if you ever watch Robin Williams in an interview where he's just bouncing all over the place and the person who's interviewing him hasn't even asked a question and you're 10 minutes into the interview and he's still just bouncing. That's usually happening in my head all the time. I don't get paid the way that Robin Williams did to do those interviews, so I have to filter that. But it's still something that's happening inside of me. And honestly, it can get really exhausting, especially at night when it's time to sleep, when my mind is still bouncing and spinning, or when I need to make a choice, I can still be spinning in the options and the possibilities. So that's a little bit about me and being a 7.